today is the first lesson of surface area and volume, and we are starting with the rectangular prism. Damn. So if we look here, the surface area, here's our nice definition of surface area. So surface area is the area of the outside faces of a prism. Okay, I know I suck, but this is the best thing I could come up with that looks like a rectangular prism. I think it sort of looks like a rectangular prism, right? Right? I'm not that bad. I tried, guys. So we just did area. So in surface area, it's just like a step up from area. Okay. So we want to know if I have a three-dimensional shape, such as so, right? What would the total area be of all the faces of my shape? Now, if you look at a rectangular prism, guys, how many faces are there in total? How many faces are there in total for a rectangular prism? Mikhail was ready for that question. She's like 6. Press, quickly, go. So Nabila says 8. Okay, let me hear some more responses, guys. I know AD Zoom is also being funny towards me today. Okay, it's 6. Okay, now try to visualize this, which I have. It's very heavy, by the way. It's a power bank. Woo. Okay, so first we have the front face, right? What shape is this? We can look here on our sketch as well. I just brought a 3D shape to try and like help you like visualize, but not really, right? What shape is our front face of the shape, guys? What two-dimensional shape? Let me say it like that. Maybe that's what's confusing you guys. What two-dimensional shape do we have here in front? A rectangle, okay? We have a rectangle. Now, the rectangle in front, do you guys agree that it would be the exact same dimensions as the rectangle at the back? Like, can you visualize that? If I'm looking at my shape right here, this rectangle in front and this one at the back, okay, just use your imagination now, would be the exact same dimensions. Right? Thank you, Nikita. Thank you very much. So if I work out the area of the one in front, can I not just times it by 2 to find the area of both of them? Remember, we want the area of all the faces of this shape. So I can say then, area of this rectangle in front, and I want you guys to tell me based on the dimensions I've given you here. Okay, length is that way. I'm gonna highlight them just for visual, like visual. Yeah, English is tapping out the visual that. Height is going up to down, okay? And my breadth would be going from front to back. That's your breadth. So then, the area of the rectangle in front, just the one in front, how would I representing? Use it. Your English was like tap out. How would I represent it using the variables that I've put down here? The area, listen guys, the area of the rectangle in front. So this dude over here. I want the area of that triangle. So what would I say it is? Thank you, Umulemo. Look carefully. Thank you, Robin. It is length because the longest side of the front one is length, right? And the shorter side is height. Do you see that, guys? I think we need to, visualization is failing us a little bit here. Rectangles, yeah, rectangle. This guy in front. And even if I say triangle, where does the height come from? Yeah, I see you guys are cheating me. And I never said triangle. So this guy in front, if I wanted the area of just this face in front, it would be length because the longest side is the length. Do you see so? It's this one over here times height. But how many of them are there? How many of the front faces do we have that look exactly the same as the front face? Let me say it like that. There's technically only one front face, right? There's 2 of them. So what do I do with this area, guys? What do I do with the area? If there are 2 of them, hi, Mikhail, stop guessing. If there are 2 of apples, then I say 1 apple. times 2, isn't it? So it's this area times 2 because there's 2 of them. Nice. Now we are on the one at the side. I'm going to highlight it for us. This one. I want the area of that rectangle. Okay. Tell me what are the dimensions for the rectangle that is green right now. Let's hear. So the area of the rectangle that I just highlighted green using the variables that are on the screen is what? What is the area? Come on, guys. There are 50. Now I have to count. 7 of you in here. Nice, umulemo. Breadth times height. But again, how many of them are there? There are 2 of them. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about the area of the rectangle at the top of my shape. So I'm going to highlight it. Did I use blue? Yes. Yellow. This guy over here. What are the dimensions of my rectangle at the top? Length times breadth. Thank you, Robin and Omulemo. But again, how many of them are there? 2 of them. Okay, maybe I should say area 1, area 2. And area 3 is twice length times breadth. So if I wanted this area of this whole shape, what would I do with my 3 areas that I have now just found? What should I do with my 3 areas? Don't worry, if you're still a little bit lost, I have another way I'm going to explain it just now. Just hang in there, hang on. I will add them. Okay, I will add them. All the best is in clear, you'll do well. So I will add these areas. Okay. Now, it feels like a lot of you are still a little bit lost. So I'm going to scroll down and we're going to, Nikita, you are answering. Yeah, we're gonna say it in a different way. Okay, for everyone who's still lost. Okay, now I want you guys to take a look there. Do you agree that I have the same shape? Do we agree that this is the same shape that we just worked with? Nikita says, yes, ma'am. I need more responses than one person. Thank you, guys. That's a little better. Yes, we have the same shape. Now, I want us to look carefully at what I was saying. Okay, we have now, what do we call it? I don't want to say open because it sounds wrong. But we have opened. We have unraveled the shape. There we go. English is terrible, guys. English is terrible to me. We have unraveled the shape. Okay, because open means just at the top. But I mean all of it like, you know? But you guys get the point. So we've done that to the shape. Now, let us look at what I was talking about. So the back base. Do we all see that the back base is the rectangle at the back? I think the highlighted one is a little bit better. The shaded one, it's a bit better to see, right? So the back triangle is that guy over there. But the back triangle is exactly the same as the front triangle, which is over here, right? So if I were to work out the area of, let's say, face number C, I have to multiply it by 2 because there's 2 of the same rectangle. Why do I keep saying triangle? I'm seeing something. Are they opposite sides? Yes, Nikita, they are. So look here when the box isn't unraveled. When the box isn't unraveled. Okay, look on the left. The front base will be directly front opposite to the back. Okay. Maybe that's the terminology I should have used. Front and the back are exactly the same. Now let's look at A and B. A and B would be the left and the right of the rectangular prism. Look here, A and B. That would be this one over here and the one over here. Do you see that those are still the exact same triangle? If you're not sure, look at the dimensions, right? 8 centimeters by 20, 8 centimeters by 20, the exact same one, right? And then what's left? It's the one at the top and the one at the bottom, which are a little bit harder to see, but it's E and F. Think if you were closing the box, how would it look? Does it make sense? I said that 5 minutes ago. See, are you listening? Does it make sense? Of the box. So we are on the green is what's top and bottom of the box. There we go. So this is what I mean. So if you work out area of A, you can times it by 2 because there's 2 of them. And if you work out area C, you can times it by 2 because there's 2 of them. And if you work out area E, you times it by 2 because there's 2 of them. So here's my formula for surface area of a rectangular prism. So it's twice length times breadth. Okay, let's first name these. Which one is the length here? 8, 12, 200. Which one is the length? Which one is our length here? Hello? See, we're not concentrating. Which one is our length, guys? It's the 12. Okay? All right. Which one's our height? Our height is the 8 centimeters. And our breadth is 20 centimeters or 200 meters. If you were going to convert this, it would be 20 centimeters. Can you see that the other two are in centimeters? And this one would be in millimeters. But if we converted it, it's 20 centimeters. And that is our breadth. Okay. So surface area, that's what SA means, equals 2 times length times breadth. That's the bottom and the top rectangle. Plus 2 times breadth times height. Right? That is which ones? The one in front? Nope. The one on the sides. That one, that one. So left and right. Plus 2 times length times height, which is front and back base. Do we see, guys? When you convert millimeters to centimeters, you divide by 10. Okay. So do you guys see where this formula comes from? Let's hear a thumbs up, thumbs down before we apply it. Take a screenshot of this formula now. This is the formula for surface area of a rectangular prism. Okay, you cannot forget it. I cannot have 2 thumbs up in a class of 60 people. When I need more than that, guys. Okay, a little bit more. Not wonderful, but thank you very much to everyone who participated and is letting me know they are here. Now, we have a rectangular prism here. Okay, we have a rectangular prism. The formula is right there, and they even were so nice to you as to label these as length and breadth and height. So let's apply it. First things first, you always rewrite your formula. I mean, here it's given, so you don't have to. Okay, but I'm going to do it anyway. So surface area is 2 times length times breadth plus 2 times breadth times height plus 2 times length times height. Okay, now let's substitute. 2 times, what's my length? What's my length? 13 times what? So 13 times breadth, which is 5. Thank you very much. Plus 2 times my breadth, which you said is 5, times how much is my height? 7. Thank you. Plus twice my length, which was 13, times my height, which is 7. Nice. Now, what is 13 times 5? 65 or something. Please check. Pretty sure it's 65. Yes, Setabile.
Ma'am, I have like the answer for like everything. So
So the final answer.
yes.
Right. Skip to the end. Do you have these answers that I'm doing here?
Yes, 13 times 5 is 65.
Thank you. Plus 2 times. What's 5 times 7 is 35, I believe. 2 times 35. And the last one, plus 2 times. What's
91.
7? 90?
1.
1. Thank you. So this is 130, right? Plus
Yes.
70 plus 182. So what's my final answer?
382.
382. And what is my unit?
Centimeters cubed.
Look carefully. Do we have centimeters here?
Oh, meters cubed, sorry.
Is squared. We're
Squared.
still just multiplying 2 dimensions. You see? So remember, anything to do with area is always squared. Thank you for helping me, Setabile.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, guys. So it's always meters squared. Be careful. Okay, it's not centimeters. It is meters. It was given to us in meters. Meters. Okay, so you guys might be thinking, why did I decide to write all of these values? Okay, because as a mathematics teacher, if you go from here to there, you're going to lose every mark in between, including where you made mistakes. But if you substitute wrong by mistake, but you use that wrong value to carry through to your answer, you're going to get some marks. Okay, so write as many. You don't have to write as many as I did. Okay, excuse me, but you must write as many as possible. The substitution step is always a very good idea to write. So this one, where you write what's your length and what's your breadth, what's your height, and all of that. Then you can skip to wherever. But I want to see the step. Okay, let's have another thumbs up, thumbs down check-in. How are we feeling about that? Was that calculation? No. Did that calculation make sense? Yo, was that calculation? I don't know where I was going with that sentence, but I was going somewhere. Okay. Now we have to move to volume and capacity. Ooh, okay. Volume. Let's start with volume. These are closely related. That's why I put them under the same heading. Okay. So volume is the amount of space a three-dimensional shape takes up or occupies. So if you're going to put this box in the corner of your room somewhere, you want to know how much space will this shape occupy. Right. Now, there is a formula for volume. Okay. But I want you guys to visualize it like this. Let's say I was going to stack papers in this box of mine. Okay, I'm going to stack a paper. And we're going to assume that that paper is 1 millimeters high. Okay, so here's paper number 1. Boop. It's at the bottom, so it's going to be there at the bottom. There's my blue paper that I'm putting there. It's 1 millimeter high. So how much did that paper occupy if that paper had a length of, let's say, 2 millimeters and a breadth of 7 millimeters? So I want to know that bottom, is a paper 3-dimensional or 2-dimensional? Let's start there. Is a paper 3-dimensional or 2-dimensional? What do we think? Okay, we're saying 3. Okay, and Mohammed says 2. Okay, for this case, I want you to imagine that it is 3-dimensional. Okay, because it has a height. I just said I'm going to give you a height. So I'm stacking this paper. It has a length of this much, a breadth of this much. So how much area did it occupy at the bottom of this shape? It will occupy 2 times 7, which is 14 millimeters squared, right? And I have stacked one of them so far. So volume is asking you, how many of these papers will I have to stack going up to fill up this box? Do we get where this is going? Okay, so let's say I come with another green paper and I stack it on top of this one, and then it's taking up a little bit more space. So now we're there. And then I come up with a yellow one and it takes up a little more space, and now it's over there. And then I come up with this. You see, guys? So that's what volume is. That's what volume is. Measuring. You want to know how many of these papers are you going to stack up on each other to fill up this box. So that's why you're going to say length times breadth for the formula, because that's what it occupies at the bottom, times height. So the height is the how many of them am I stacking? Do you get it, guys? So first you fill up the bottom. That's where the length times breadth is, because that's the formula for area of a rectangle, isn't it? The bottom part of this thing is a rectangle. So first you say, first fill up the bottom with length times breadth. And then you want to know how many of those you're going to put in the box. So you say times height. So this is the formula you were all telling me, guys. You need to learn your formulae. It's length times breadth times height. Now let's talk about, what is this thing called? I can't believe my brain just blanked out. Units. How many dimensions are we multiplying here? Length times breadth times height. How many units are we multiplying? Thank you, Mulimo. I don't know what this thing is doing. 3. So then my unit is going to be, for multiplying 3 of them, my unit is going to be, I'm looking for something. Cubed. Thank you, Lugue. So if you're given something in centimeters and you're working out volume, it will be centimeters cubed, because you are multiplying 3 dimensions. In area, yes, we were adding, in surface area, we were adding a lot of them. But if you look at multiplication, we were still only multiplying 2 dimensions. Can you see that? So remember it like that. In area, you multiply something by something. That's only 2. So it's centimeters squared, meters squared, millimeters squared. Whereas if you're doing volume, we are multiplying 3 dimensions. So whatever unit you get has to be that unit cubed. So meters cubed. Okay. Do not forget, let us talk about capacity now that we have established that. Now, capacity is not any different, okay? Capacity is just in the form of liquid. Remember, I was talking about how many papers can I stack here? Now I'm asking you, how many milliliters can I fit in here? If I was to take this box and pour water in here, I want to know how many milliliters will fit. Now, here are my conversions. 1 milliliter is the same as 1 cubic centimeters. Okay, this is probably the easiest conversion I have seen in my life, because if your volume is 20 centimeters cubed, how many liters will that be? How many liters will that be? 20 liters. Do you see why I say it's the easiest conversion? You're not even converting the number, guys. You're just changing the units. If my liters, let's say my centimeter cubes is 15 centimeters cubed, how many liters is that? How many liters is that? If I have 15 cubic centimeters, I have 15 liters. Do you get it, guys? This is just a matter of remembering that they are equivalent. Okay, so if you have centimeters cubed, you can convert to milliliters. And then if you have a meter cubed, you can convert to kiloliters. Okay. Now we're going to do more conversions at the end of this chapter, because, yeah, sometimes you have to go from centimeter cubed to meters cubed to kiloliters to liters and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. So you must just remember these 2 conversions. Now I want us to work out the volume of the same rectangular prism that we had. Remind me again, what is my formula for volume of a rectangular prism? What is the formula for volume of a rectangular prism? Thank you very much. Volume is length times your breadth times height. Then you just substitute, right? My length is 13 times my breadth, which is 5 times 7. And let's get out our calculators and figure out how much that is. Let me get my calculator quickly. It's right next to me. There we go. Eee, 445, 455. What's going on? What's going on? 450. Okay, it seems 455 is the consensus. 455. And what unit did we have this in, guys? Thank you, Livia, for including the right unit. Meters cubed. So if I were to say convert this to a capacity, you would convert it to what? Since it's in meters cubed, we would convert to what? If you are converting to capacity, kiloliters. So then 455 cubic meters is how many kiloliters? That's how many kiloliters, guys? Thank you very much. 455 kiloliters. Whew, how are we feeling about volume and capacity? Yes, it is, Nikita. Beautiful. Let's have a thumbs up, thumbs down on volume and capacity. So capacity is just in liters. Okay, so if I ask you what is the capacity of a container, you need to convert to either milliliters or liters or kiloliters. All right. Not good, but fine. What's the problem? Where did we lose you? Okay, yes, we will have a little bit more practice. We still have time. Okay, we still have half of our lesson remaining. Okay, so far, I think we're sort of getting it. So, of course, I am going to put some practice on to us. There we go. Okay, I want to see something. Okay, never mind. What I wanted to see was not wiki. Maybe I should move this thing. Okay. Now, calculate the surface area and volume of the following. Now, this is going to confuse the life out of us. So I'm going to get rid of it because it was a number of the next question. Never mind, it's not working. Ha! Hectic. Maybe if I use a black one. You think there's a black highlighter? There we go. Okay, let's start with surface area. I want to see who remembers the surface area formula for this. Zinhle. Let's hear surface area formula. Yes, Mikhail. Mikhail's like, I'm not going to type it out, but I can tell you though. Yes, Mikhail?
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am,
Hello.
it's 2 bracket length times breadth plus 2 bracket breadth times height bracket plus 2 bracket length times height.
Thank you very much, Mikhail. Thank you. That would be correct. Now, guys, before we go anywhere, I need us to label our dimensions, okay? Which one is my length? That is the only way we are to make sure we are multiplying the right things. Hi, Bo Zintle, you let me call you Zintle for the past 500 years. You only tell me now that's not your name. Our length is 7. So I'm going to actually label it there. Okay, what's our breadth? Breadth. Remember, breadth is front to back. Length is left, right. Height is up, down. Breadth is front to back. So which one is our breadth? Yes, Omolemo, I see your hand is up, Omolemo.
I can hear me, ma'am.
Yes, I can.
Isn't 15 the breadth, ma'am?
Yes, it is. And then the last one will then be our.
Height.
There we go. Thank you very much, Omolemo. So guys, I see some of us are still struggling to see it. Okay. Remember, this shape is tilted a little bit. Okay. So length is left to right. Okay. And your height is always up, going down. All right. Now the breadth is front to back. Obviously, it's not going directly to the back. Otherwise, we wouldn't see anything. But it's just drawn like that so that you can see the whole side. So just imagine if you had this shape. Okay, I lost my shape. If you had this shape and you're holding it facing you, okay, the breadth, the 15 meters would be going from the front to the back. That's always your breadth. Now let us substitute, okay? So my surface area is 2 times length, which is 7 times 15 plus 2 times, and then I forget the 2 times. I say it so confidently, and then I say, I don't write it down. Twice the breadth is 15 times height, which is 5, plus 2 times 7 times 5. Okay. Tell me what this whole value is. What's 7 times 15 times 2? Yes, Omolemo.
Okay, ma'am. So I got 2 times 105.
Okay, so it is 200 and
2 times 105.
which is
210.
10. There we go. Plus
150.
150 plus
70.
70. Nice. Now, what is our final surface area, guys?
430 meters squared.
430 meters squared. Thank you very much, Mama. Oh, Nikita's lost. Wait. Nikita. Yes, Nikita.
Name, I got lost at the second part where you times 2.
Remember, there are 2 faces that are the same, Nikita. Okay, so visualize this, okay? This
Okay,
phrase
ma'am.
in front, I'm going to name it A, right?
Yes, ma'am.
A is facing B. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see that they have the same dimensions? If the length
Yes.
is 7 meters there, then it's 7 meters there.
Yes, ma'am.
And down, it is 5 meters. So that means A and B are exactly the same rectangle, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So then I'm just going to find out the area of one of them and then times it by 2 because there's 2 of them.
Okay.
Okay, so instead of
Yes,
just
ma'am.
saying area of A plus area of B, you just say 2 times the area of A because they are the same area. And then you
Okay.
do the rest of them. Okay, C, let's say C is this one on the side. Do you agree that it's the exact same rectangle as that one at the back?
Yes, ma'am.
That's why we keep saying 2 times 2 times 2 times.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
I understand now.
wonderful. I'm happy. Okay, guys. That was surface area. Remind me of the volume, formula of a volume, please. Formula of the volume. Anybody? Thank you very much. Volume is length times a breadth times a height, which is 15 times 7 times 5. Now let's work it out. How much is 15 times 7 times 5? $525, and we all remembered my unit. Your calculator buttons are tapping out. 525 meters. Remember, it's meters what? I see Timothy had it there. Cubed, because we're multiplying 3 dimensions. Nice. So how do we feel about doing both surface area and volume for the same shape? Another thumbs up, thumbs down, and then I think we deserve a brain break. My brain is quite literally... Whew. Okay, we are good. We are good. I think this is why most learners love paper 2 because, you know, the stuff is very understandable. You must just calculate with your head. I don't know what to say. Okay, hands up for the brain break. Let's go to the brain break. Yo, Setabila's hand was like, boom. Woo! Hands for the brain break, guys. There's only one hand up. Setabile, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you rather go on a hot air balloon or on a boat in the sea?
On a boat.
What's wrong with the hot air balloon?
That high up in the sky, anything could happen.
In a balloon, I'd die. I'd actually die.
Anything could
Like,
happen in a balloon.
quite frankly, bait.
You're high up in the air in a basket, and the only thing that's even keeping you in that air is
In a
fire
basket.
going into a balloon. No.
It's a
In the
bit like,
sea.
gonna explode in our basket.
Yeah, in the sea. I feel like-
Birds will pop the balloon. Guys, where do you guys come
And
from?
then it's over for you, man. It's over for you.
Wow, okay, I'm done.
Man, the only people who would pick the boat is people, the only people who pick the hot air balloon is people who can't swim. And I mean, I can swim.
This is true. Look, I
So,
don't even care. I'll never pick that hot air balloon, guys. If there are sharks, there are sharks. Imagine a hot air, bombing there in the sky. Gone, gone. Your hand is there in South Africa. Your leg is there by KZN. Your face is there by Gauteng. Imagine, guys. I can't. Let's hear. We're still talking to Zintle's iPhone. Hello. Must change your name, man. Zintle's iPhone. Hello. Oh, not unmuting. Wady, are you there? Hi, Wady. Okay. Would you rather not clean the bathroom or not clean the kitchen for 2 whole months?
No, ma'am, I cook. So, but I also use the bathroom a lot. So, I think the
And
bathroom.
when I say not clean kitchen, I mean you leave those dishes alone for 2 months. They must grow mold and all of that.
My mom cleaned the bathroom.
Well, it's okay, Mary. I see your message. Welcome. Wade is like, nah, the bathroom can die. Guys, imagine your kitchen just being dirty with mold everywhere. You just leave it for 2 whole months. Those of you with a lot of siblings would actually cry if that happened. Umulemo, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Mulemo, would you rather become a donkey or a tete?
You, both are pretty sad lives, I won't lie.
They do, but you have to choose one.
I'm becoming a donkey, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm a person who can't sit still for a long time, ma'am. So moving slowly would just irk me.
I can't believe someone said I would kick anyone I like without an excuse. Guys, that's not a reason to become a donkey. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Wow. Okay, let's try Zinhle's iPhone one more time. Ask to unmute. Swipe and press speak. I don't know if you have to swipe left or right, but swipe somewhere. Nope, still not working. Oh, it's fine. Let's give Nikita a chance. First time here, Nikita. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. Nikita, would you rather eat only cookies for dinner or for breakfast? Nothing else, just cookies.
I would eat it for breakfast.
Nikita, have you ever been hungry at school?
Yes,
Hey,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
fall, girl.
But anything at time is ready to eat.
Guys, morning hunger is the worst because you have to interact with people and you're just like,
Cute. I'm not a morning person, ma'am. Especially when I'm hungry.
and
Yo.
still eat. Imagine that is your first period and I'm there asking you, Nikita, what's the surface area? And you can't tell me because you ate biscuits.
Yo, ma'am. I would
Guys,
look at the teacher and not answer it all.
guys, Nikita's a rebel. I'm about to scream and cry. Imagine trying to sleep while you're hungry. Miss Simone, if you're tired enough, I can pull it off. I'll wake up very hungry, but if I'm tired enough, Shem, I pass out. My mom has like a whole album of pictures of me gone, passed out. I'm always like, no, I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm just gonna put my bag down. And then like 2 minutes later, gone. Okay, now let's have a big stretch. Let's have a big stretch. We are gonna do something a little bit more interesting in this chapter. Okay. Okay. Now, I am giving you information. There is no shape, but you can still solve this. So I'm saying find the missing dimensions. So a rectangular prism has a height of 72 millimeters, a breadth of 10 millimeters, and a surface area of 7,508 millimeters squared. So which dimension is missing there? This is good stuff. Which dimension are we missing there, guys? Robin, that would be correct. So the only dimension we don't have is the length. And we have been given the surface area. So let me highlight the information that we've been given. So that's the surface area. That's the breadth. And that's the height. Now, remind me of formula for surface area. Remind me again. I'm gonna write just SA while you guys are thinking about it. There we go. Sia. Hey, Sia.
Hello, ma'am.
Let's hear.
Ma'am, the surface area is 2 brackets length times breadth and plus two brackets breadth times height plus 2 brackets length times height.
Danko, Sia. Sia's camera is off. That's why this lesson feels off. I don't know what's going on. Sia, we don't like your new mannerisms. Please. There we go. Sia must switch his camera on. I don't understand it. It's been fine. There we go. Now that we have restored sanity in my life, okay, let us see what we have. So we've been giving surface area. Where do I substitute the surface area? Where do I substitute the surface area, guys? The part that says what in my formula? Anyone? Someone says breakfast. Yeah, I think you need to go eat after this, my dear. 7,508. That's the surface area, isn't it? Think about it. They're saying to you, surface area is this much. And this formula says surface area. So wherever you see surface area, you must substitute the surface area. So in this case, we're not working it out. We have been told. Do you understand? There we go. So we have been told. So we fill it in where there's surface area equals 2 times. So we have height and breadth. So we have 2 times the breadth is 10 times the length, which is what we don't have, plus 2 times, okay, we have all dimensions in this case, plus 2 times, we don't have the length again, but we have the height, which is 72. I think in brackets it looks a little bit better. 72 times the length, which is what we're looking for. Now, I'm going to leave the left-hand side as is. 7508 equals. What's 2 times 10, guys? Plus 2 times, plus, yes. 20, so we have 20 times length. So I'm just going to write 20L. But that's going to confuse you guys. You're going to think it's 20 liters. Maybe I should use the big L, ne? This one. Yeah, that's not liters, guys. Plus, what's 2 times 72 times 10? 2 times 72 times 10. Thank you, Zintle. Nope, not Zintle. Oh my gosh, okay. I'll remember next time. 1440 plus 2 times 72 is how much? 144 times length. Now we have to solve for L. Now I'm going to highlight it to show you that we have length in 2 places. Does anyone have an idea how we're going to solve for L? Anyone have an idea? Yes, Robin.
Hi, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Ma'am, I don't know if I'm right, but wouldn't you like take your 1,440 and 144 to the other side where 7508 is, and then add not liters, length together? I don't know if I'm right.
You said semi-correct. Okay, look, Robin, we want variables on one side and constants on the other side. So the ones with the L, we want them to stay on one side. So I'm going to leave them here, okay?
Okay.
But I'm going to move the 1440. But what happens when you move it?
It becomes minus, ma'am.
There we go. Minus 1440 equals. Okay, this side we still have 20L plus 144L. Now, tell me if you have a calculator, what's 7508 minus 1440?
Hold on. 6068.
Okay, 6068 equals, and what is 144L plus 20L? It's like saying 144X plus 20X.
That is 164L.
164L. Now we want this length to be on its own. So what am I going to do with the 164?
Are you going to divide it by 164, and then on the other side as well, you're going to divide it?
Yes. Therefore, length is how much?
164. That is 37 now.
37 millimeters. Thank you, Robin, for helping me with that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, guys, someone said, won't you times it? Remember, Nikita, we want to do the opposite. So right now, it says 164 times length. But you want this 164 to vanish. So you're going to divide it by 164, because then you're going to be left with 1, and it's gone. But what you do on the right, you must go and do on the left. That's why you also divide 6,068 with 164. Nice.